Hey, Roshan, hi. So if you can turn on your video, it will be helpful and we'll start the discussion from there.
Yeah, but you cannot start your video because the host has to operate like that coming.
Okay, one moment. What does it say?
Like you cannot start your video because the host has to operate.
Okay, who is, just hold on one moment. Just figure out. Roshan, you should be able to do that now. Can you just check?
Yeah, it's okay.
Wonderful. Roshan, first of all, thanks for your time and spending some time with us to discuss about your journey into data science and what all you did. Thank you for that. To start off, I wanted to just, I want you to introduce yourself, your background. If you can go ahead with that, that will be helpful. Please go ahead, Roshan.
Myself, Roshan. I am from Chennai, and I'm a fresh graduate of B Mechanical Engineering from Ahmed University. I got some jobs in mechanical core itself. Then, I thought why can't we move to IT? So I searched for the courses in net online, and I came across their reviews and good reviews about DataMites, and then I went for DataMites for one course, and then I got an opportunity in Rubik's AI Solutions as a data scientist intern, and then I got like a job in Amazon now. It's because of only like internship, like in this course and all. Because
Sure.
I'm from
Right. So you told that you belong from Chennai and from a mechanical background. Is that correct?
yeah,
Yes. So
yeah,
what I wanted to know from you was, I understand when you learn mechanical engineering, there's no programming with which is generally taught, right? So
yeah,
there is this conception that programming is required for data science and all, and the things that come along with that, right? So how was your experience, kind of
yeah.
when you did this switch when you came
Uh,
into program?
actually, actually, yeah, the course in DataMites is like a well-tailored course. So they taught us from basics, beginner level courses over there. So that's helped me very well to get a job in data science field.
That's wonderful. Also wanted to know, how did you come to know about DataMites? I mean,
Uh,
how,
Actually, my spouse my spouse only said like you can do this course in DataMites. It's like and then I talked with Ashok sir also. So that's where I came to DataMites.
all right. Once you started these courses, were you part of the online class or were you part of the offline class? How was that? How was
Yeah,
your overall learning experience?
actually, it's on. Actually, the learning experience was very well organized, and they started the class from scratch. So actually, it will be helpful for me to learn about the Python and all. And actually, I'm from like the December 7th batch of 2020, last year batch. 2020, December 7th batch.
Right. So that was an online batch, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, go ahead, please. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Actually, I got like learning materials from Deepa. Deepa is my trainer during that learning period, and Deepa taught us like from basics to the advanced level. Also, she taught us, and so she gave some materials to for our batch. And with the reference of our materials, we learned many things from basics to advanced.
Sure. And typically in a day, how much time did you spend learning? Because you're switching from one thing to another. It's a new
Uh,
concept. So yeah.
yeah, actually, I used to spend around 8 to 10 hours like that, 8 to 10 hours daily.
How were you splitting it? I mean, what were you doing in this 8 to 10 hours? What was your
Uh,
learning strategy?
like uh, First of all, we should thorough our basics like stats and quants. So the max is the basic of the machine learning. So first of all, we should thorough the max. Then we can go upon like ML, DL and all. So max is pillar of the ML.
Right. And a lot of people have this question, right? So I'm a non-programmer and I want to get into programming. What has been your experience? How much practice did you do? How did you do your practice? What all did you do in terms of getting a grasp of Python, Roshan?
Actually, our trainer Deepa used to give some assignments. So with the help of assignments, we trained actually. So it helped me a lot to do some external work apart from Python, mm, doing projects in internship and all. Actually, in internship also we did around 4 to 5 projects and one training project. And the internship helped me very much to get a job in data science field. So actually, many companies are.
Right. No, go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
Actually, every company requires like different employees. So first of all, we should read the job description of the company. Then we should we should prepare according to the job description. Then only we can able to crack that interview. So I applied for many jobs in around 100 to 150 jobs. I applied in Naukri, LinkedIn, and all. At last, I landed in Amazon.
Right. I want to touch upon this point slightly later on. There are a couple of things I want to discuss first in terms of your learning experiences, because I am sure everybody is interested to know how did you apply for job and what happened there. I want to touch upon that point little later during the session. What I wanted to know is how was your interaction with the trainer? How was when you are learning, not during the project, how when you are learning, how was the interaction with the trainer? Was it something that you are like? What was your experience? Question.
Yeah, actually, my trainer is Deepa. Actually, she's very kind and she will solve all our doubts in the doubt clearing session. Like after daily we spend across 1 hour for the doubt clearing session itself. So that helped me a lot for clearing my doubts. Actually, I'm from a non-IT background, so actually I ended up with many doubts. So Deepa helped me a lot actually in this field.
Wonderful. So you told that you have applied for 100 plus jobs, right? I mean, can you explain what has been your experience, right? Some things would have worked, some things wouldn't have worked. So can you tell how the overall experience was, and where did you find these jobs? How did you apply for it? Did you do anything specific for your resume? Is there something that you can help
Yeah.
us?
So first of all, we should make a portfolio of our projects, so that we can showcase our skills to the recruiter. So we have to make a portfolio, and we have to upload our thoughts in GitHub also. So we can mention our GitHub repository in the resume itself. So the recruiter will know like, okay, this candidate knows this, and also he did this project in that field, in domain, in different domains he did like that. So and the recruiter will have one trust on us, like, okay, this candidate is okay, very good, we can recruit them like that. So then,
Right.
yeah.
So when you came across this Amazon opportunity, can you let us know how did it happen? I mean, because Amazon, people think it's one of the very difficult companies to even get an interview. Now you got a job there, right? So what was your strategy? How did that happen? Is this something that you can shed some light on, Roshan?
Uh, Actually, I just uh, I just applied for many companies like Tiger Analytics. At plenty of companies I applied, and then I will talk about Amazon's interview process. Actually, there will be 3 rounds of interview will be there. First round will be aptitude round. Second round will be technical round, and third round will be managerial technical round. So I came across these much rounds of interview, and then I landed with Amazon job in the data science field.
All right. Can we deep dive a bit on your interview process? I understand at a high level there were a few rounds. Can
Yeah.
you tell what happened in these rounds in your soft skill, in your technical? Can you shed some light on that as to what happened?
Actually, first round aptitude round was simple aptitude questions will be there. It will be around 1 hour, so it will consist of 60 to 80 questions will be apps, logical reasoning, numeric ability and all. And second round will be technical round. Some actually they asked about the machine learning basics and all, how will you do EDA process, and what are the steps to make an algorithm. So that. And in third round, actually. I've been interviewed with my manager. So like manager only this, and the manager asked about few things about like what you know about Amazon, like what are the AWS like process are there. So many things asked like technically actually.
Right. And when you are mentioning this technical round, I'm presuming this was like a discussion, or was it kind of a test kind of a mode? Or was it like a
Actually,
assessment?
it's like of a discussion only, sir. Like video conferencing only. Amazon has their separate video conferencing application. It's called Chime. In the Chime application, we did like video conferencing. Like
Sure, sure. So, all right. So it was all discussion that you had. All right.
yeah, discussion.
I understand that that after you finished your classes with DataMites, then you started working on the internship side of things. Can
Yeah,
you tell your experience, how it was? How was the mentoring support? What all
yeah.
happened
Actually,
during?
the mentoring support from Rubik's is actually super well actually. So whenever I came across doubt means like I will raise my ticket to them and they will solve my doubts and all. In every week they will conduct one like meeting Friday. So in that meeting we have to give the update about the project. So that helped me a lot to do like a consistency. So consistency is the important role playing in the success. So we should not give hope and all. So we should do it consistently only.
Right. So your classes started back in December, right? And now
Yeah,
it's December of last year, and now it's close to
yeah,
October. So
yeah.
apart from these things and the things that happened with the internship and the classes, is there something else that you did, something different that you did, worked on different things? Did those things happen with you? Did you do any of those things? Working
Actually,
on different projects?
yeah, actually, the projects they gave from the Rubik's it's very well, and actually we chosen like what is some different domains actually. So
Mhm.
that helped me a lot to gain some domain knowledge itself, and mm, and they support us very well from the Rubik's.
Right, wonderful. What has been your experience? Because a lot of there's this perception in the market that only computer science students and IS students can do data science, which is not really true. You come from a mechanical background. There are a lot of people who are career aspirants in data science who necessarily don't come from a computer science background. Is there any suggestions? Is there any advice that you would like to give them? What is your thought on that?
Actually, there is nothing like that. One mechanical guy can't able to enter in IT at all. So actually, that's depend upon our skills only. So we should build our skills, and we should make our portfolio better, and then we will end up the job actually. So first of all, we should learn Python like math, statistics, and all, and then we should gain some soft skills to perform an interview. So a little aptitude also is there. Is used to get a job.
Right. So also, as being a mechanical student and coming from a mechanical background, did that kind of become an issue while applying for jobs or while attending interviews or having these initial calls? Did it ever happen? Is there any problem
No,
on
no,
that front?
no, no issues will come. Uh, no issues will come. So company is searching for the right candidate. They wouldn't look upon like what is degree you have like that. There is nothing like it. It's a myth like one mechanical guy can't able to enter in it. Like it's a myth only actually. That's my opinion. Many companies will look upon the skills the candidate having, not upon the degree like that.
Right. As a final thought, is there something that you want to tell our audience who are here on our YouTube? Is there some suggestion, some guidance, something that you want to tell that will be helpful for them? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, actually, first of all, I would like to say that we should thorough with our basics. Then only we can able to crack one interview. We should thorough our basics. Then we should learn some Python, SQL, like that actually. So basics is a very important role in performing like interview. So the interview will ask basics question only, not like the deep learning and all.
Sure. There are a couple of questions here coming on maths. So, how deep was your math preparation related to data science? I mean, did you study exclusively math? I mean, they want to understand this, that.
Yeah, actually, for max itself, I took around like 50 days to like thorough that skill, like linear algebra, calculus, like that.
So you mean to say you focused on math for some
Yeah,
amount of time?
yeah, that's yeah.
So how deep was your math preparation related to data science? I mean, did you study exclusively math? I mean, hold on one moment. Some technical. All right, I think it should be okay now. Right. Roshan also understand. I mean, we all get that statistics is something very important. So sometimes
Yeah.
people don't recognize that. Also, I wanted to know whether in your past, when in your education background, did you learn statistics? If not, how much time did you spend what do you say focus on statistics for data science? Did you study any study material? Okay, any thoughts on, I mean, any thoughts on that?
Like statistics, we can get materials from online itself, and just we have to cover the basics only. So not in deep level. So in deep learning, maths is also coming, but deep learning maths is very tough. So first of all, we should know the ML like ML math only. It's better actually. Sufficient to get a job. ML maths.
Right. So did you specifically read any books, or it was what was done in the class? How was it,
No,
Roshan?
actually, I did not prefer any books actually. Uh,
Okay.
Actually, I took notes from online classes. Then that notes
Mm-hmm.
only helped me to get the job actually. So our self written notes is well enough actually to get a job actually.
Wonderful. In terms of from there, we touched upon this programming question sometime back. Apart from the assessments that was given during the classes, how hands-on was your programming when you did your projects? Were you hands-on doing the programming? What was your started? What all did you do while doing working on the projects, Roshan?
Actually, so we should take like our own data set from like in internet. So we have to use plenty of data sets. So then only we can able to practice hands-on training. Like it's called hands-on training, hands-on practice. So we should work upon like many type of data sets.
Sure. That's an interesting thing, right? When you say many types of data sets, can you
Yeah.
explain what few of the data sets that you worked on? Also, how did you present that on your resume? Is that something that you can shed some light on?
Uh, Actually, we did around 4 to 5 projects in my internship period. Like one is I worked in deep learning, deep learning project in CNN convolutional neural network. So actually, the dataset given from rubrics is like dataset, and actually I worked upon like in my local that there are some plans. So I captured uh, that pictures, and then I upload. I used to work on my own data set. That's the main reason actually. We uh, we have to make our own data set. Then only we can get like ideas. We will be creative. Like we have to play with the data sets.
Right. Your voice is slightly on the lower side. If you can move your earphone closer,
Yeah. Okay.
and also, yeah. So, what when you say you worked on your own data set, can you shed some light? What did you do? Can you tell what was that happened there?
What's I can't get you, sir.
So you told that you worked on few data sets which you worked by yourself.
Yeah.
Can you explain what did you take it from Kaggle? How did it? I mean, what did you do in that space?
Actually, mm, yeah, some dataset I took from Kaggle, and some I used to make my own dataset. I want like gold price prediction project. So actually, I went to my jeweler shop, and I took my own datasets, and I used to get the dataset from them, and I worked on that on the same.
Oh, that's interesting. So what did you do there? Took a data set from a jewelry. What did you do? Can you quickly explain what was?
I work in the linear regression project, so gold price prediction actually. So
Uh,
I used to take on Excel like around past 150 years, what will be what is the gold price in past years, and then we used to predict the gold price in future. So like that is creative mode. So we have to understand the basic needs of ML algorithm. Then only we can able to do that actually. So logistic regression means like like it will classify the 0 or 1. So it's like that for ML.
Right. So, according to your experience, now it's safe to say that just learning in the class is not sufficient, and we need to take that and do more projects. Is this something that you agree with? What is your thought on that?
Yeah, obviously. So we should learn from the basics, and we should know how the ML works actually. So what the purpose the the machine algorithm will be.
Right. So you told that you applied for multiple jobs there
Yeah,
before Amazon. Did you have any other interviews? Some interviews don't go well. Was there any learning out of it?
yeah,
And
yeah.
from a failed, I mean, was there any learning from a failed interview, Roshan?
Yeah, actually, I got I got failed around 5 to 6 interviews because of the I managed to like get to one first and second round, but third round I used to fail like that. It's very like complicated. They were used to like Python very hard like Python codes and all. So only I got rejected from them. Actually, I started using Python in deep, and then I got a job offer in Amazon. So basics only actually.
So in this 5 to 6 interviews that you attended, was there? How was this interview process? I mean, was the emphasis more on technical? How was
Actually,
it? I mean.
the company actually every company will mm, every company will recruit different persons, different ability to grasp the concepts and all. So for each and every company we should thorough the JD, so that we can prepare for the type of JD. So first of all we should look upon the JD, and then we can prepare for that thing.
So for these each jobs that you applied, including Amazon, did you work on your resume? Did you make adjustments on your resume, or were you having one resume applying
Yeah,
for?
yeah,
Sorry.
actually, I used to alter my resume according to the company itself. So that will help the recruiter to shortlist our profile. So the resume making skill is very important to crack on interview. First of all, we should make our resume to showcase our skills. Then only we can able to get the interview calls itself.
Uh, all right. So when you applied for these jobs, what I want to touch upon is, did you have a previous experience, or this is the first job that you're doing? Did you have any
Uh, like
previous
uh,
experience?
no, it's my first job actually.
It's your first job. All right.
Yeah,
So did
yeah.
you?
I am last year passed out. I am last year passed out. 2020 batch actually. I'm from Mechanic
Oh,
2020 batch.
wonderful. Okay. So did you just focus on only full-time jobs, or did you actually try for internships, or were you very focused on full-time jobs? Was any of these thoughts going in your head while you?
Actually, I did internship in 2 weeks. Actually, my internship period was 6 months from Jan to June, and then actually I worked on my skills to improve my skills. Then I applied for the interview for the same, and actually the interview calls are coming from many companies. Then also I got rejected from many companies. Then I got an offer from Amazon.
Right. So I have a question on YouTube. Somebody has asked on YouTube, telling that they are from a BBA and a finance background. So they want to know, is it okay to study data science, and what about placement? I know placement you might not be able to answer, but what is your thought? Because yeah, if, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, actually, like our degree is like irrespective of our skill actually. So we have to improve our skills, then we can able to get a job. Nothing is impossible in this year in this world. So that's actually we should improve our skills first. So then only we can able to get the placements and all. So the company wants what actually. So we should know that actually what is
Right.
the
Thanks.
requirement for the company like.
Right. Thank you. And also to the person who asked this question, finance is something fintech companies require people from finance background who
Yeah.
can understand the domain and understand machine learning both. So that's something that I can add from my side. And also, like Roshan told, the background doesn't really matter until you have the right skills for data science.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's about it. If I'm waiting for any few more questions, if they come through, Roshan will quickly address that. While we wait for these questions, as a final thought, any guidance, any suggestions from your side would be helpful, especially in terms of preparing resume and looking at the right kind of jobs. If you want to touch upon those points, that will be helpful for the people who are listening to this call right now. So do you have any thoughts on that? Like any thoughts on how to prepare resume, and what did you do? Did you mention relevant projects and all those things? Okay, if you can touch upon that, that will be helpful.
yeah. So we should make a portfolio of the projects. Actually, so we can add our LinkedIn link on the like GitHub link also, GitHub link also in our resume, so that it will look like legate. Actually, it will become trust. They will trust us and they will call for the interview. So first of all, we should get a call from interview. So that's the main reason to making a resume to be look like professional.
Right, great. We'll wait for another minute. If any few last minute questions comes, let's take that. Otherwise, we will end the call. Let's wait for another 30 seconds. Roshan, all right? Thank you. Okay, Aditya has a question. He's asking, do you have any suggestions for people who want to pursue career in data science? So they want your opinion, your suggestions, who want to pursue career in data science.
So my suggestion was like first we should learn basics only actually like math, statistics, and then we should go for ML. So without basics we should not start with ML. That's my opinion actually. So actually I failed in my first interviews like I don't know about the basics and all. So then I have worked on the basics, then I improve myself for the interview. So my suggestion was like first of all we should thorough the basics like math, statistics. That's all.
Wonderful. Thank you. And also, there's a question from YouTube asking what certification you have done. Like, what is the certification?
Actually, I done so many certificates from Coursera and all. So mm, like introduction to TensorFlow. Like I have done many courses on like intelligence in Coursera. That certificates used to me to like learn new skills. So it will add our to weightage like that I got certification from Coursera. Like
Sure. As you spent a significant time with DataMites learning it, any certification that you got through that learning experience, Roshan?
what's that?
As you did the course with DataMites, so what kind of
Yeah.
certification you got
Yeah,
there?
actually, I got certification from Netherlands actually. So it is the most weighted portion in my resume. So I got certificates from the IBAC from Netherlands as a certified data scientist. So it is the more weightage on my resume. So like that.
So you're telling that added a lot of IBAC
Yeah,
certification
IBAC
added a lot of
certification.
value.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
it will make more weightage to a resume. So we
that's
should
wonderful.
we should yeah. So we should mention like our certification. So in our resume, then it will be add as a weightage to a resume.
That's wonderful. Sagar has a question regarding internship. How much I can Sagar and Jagan have similar question. How was the internship and the project experience helped you in your learning journey?
So actually, when we will learn, so first of all, we should do projects by ourselves. Then only we can able to learn from the projects. So learning will come when we do some projects. So that's my opinion. That's my thought. Without doing project, we can't able to gain knowledge.
Right. Thanks, Roshan, for that. Yeah, like we'll wait for a few more questions. If it comes through, we will go through that. Give me probably 30 seconds. Yeah. All right. Somebody says you're an inspiration from a mechanical background, aspiring to get into data science career and ending up getting a job in a company like Amazon. Truly, that's inspiring, no doubt about it. So somebody wants to know. It's a question from YouTube. Somebody wants to know what is it that helped you in this journey, Roshan?
So actually, like we should not lose our hope. Actually, so actually, we should
Your
not
voice
consider.
is slightly off, Roshan. If you can move your
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So actually, we should not lose our hope. Actually, and then we should practice consistently. So consistency will make you success. So basics from Python, like and like all like libraries, Matplotlib, like Tableau or BI. So we should thorough everything in data science. Then only we can able to get a job. So don't stick every concept. Like we just need basics only. Basics only will help us to in interview rounds. They will start with basics questions only.
Right. I think a similar question came. I think what Roshan is trying to tell us that focus on the basic, even if you're switching your career from a non-technical, I mean, non-programming background, focus on the basics which have been taught, and then work on the projects and become more
Yeah.
hands-on. And that would be something which has helped him to land up a job in Amazon. Uh, Roshan, thanks once again for spending your valuable time with us. I'm sure this would have inspired many people to pursue their career in data science. Would love to see where you go from here. As this is your start of your career and you're starting with one of the top companies, so would love to see where you go from here. From DataMites family, we would wish you all the best. And thanks once again for your time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Roshan.
you,
Thanks a
DataMites.
lot.
Actually,
Thanks.
Ashok sir, once again, actually, Ashok sir helped me a lot. Ashok, like helped me a lot in this data science transition. So he is an inspiration for me, Ashok sir.
Wonderful. We will pass on this message to Ashok sir as well. And I know that he knows you got a job, so we'll pass on this message, and I'm sure he'll be wishing you well as well. Do very well, Roshan. All the very best. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Wonderful.
my
Thank you.
participants. Thank you.
Thank you.